The first golden rays of sunlight pierced the entrance of the rock shelter, painting streaks across the limestone walls. A child stirs, not to the jarring sound of an alarm, but because their body is perfectly in sync with the natural world. This isn't the brutish, club-wielding scene from movies. This is a sophisticated human settlement 30,000 years ago, and these people are beginning a day more complex than we can imagine. Their circadian rhythms, unbroken by artificial light, work in perfect harmony with the sun, allowing them to wake gradually, free from the grogginess we call sleep inertia, a quality of rest we now spend thousands on to replicate with smart technology. Before breakfast, before plans are made, one task takes absolute priority: the fire. In the pre-dawn darkness, a designated firekeeper, often an elder with a lifetime of experience, carefully kneels by the hearth. This isn't just about warmth. In an Ice Age climate, it is a lifeline. Fire is their technology, protection, social hub, and kitchen all in one. The keeper gently blows on embers banked from the night before, a flame that may have been passed down through generations. It is a delicate art, a balance of airflow and fuel that modern engineers would appreciate, ensuring humanity's first 24/7 operation continues. As the fire grows, the adults gather around the hearth. This is the morning council, a daily practice of governance that predates formal governments by tens of thousands of years. The group's leader, respected for their wisdom and experience rather than a title, facilitates a discussion. A hunter reports deer tracks. A gatherer notes that hazelnuts will soon be ready for harvest. It's not idle chatter, but an intelligence gathering session that would rival any modern situation room. Decisions are made by consensus, organically forming a plan where every task has a clear purpose and immediate benefit for the group. With the day's plan set, a group of adolescents and young adults prepares for the water run. This is no simple chore. Carrying containers made from animal bladders or baskets sealed with pine resin, they embark on a carefully choreographed safety operation. The water source attracts all life, including predators, so they move with practiced caution. Along the way, they are intelligence gatherers, reading fresh tracks in the mud, noting disturbed vegetation, and mentally mapping the recent activities of the area's animal population. This information is as valuable as the water itself. A small party of hunters, armed with fire-hardened spears and atlatls, spear throwers, moves through the landscape. Their success comes more from intelligence than brute strength. They are master behaviorists, reading signs invisible to our eyes: a bent blade of grass, the height of browsed branches, the freshness of droppings. They don't just follow tracks, they predict where their prey will be, moving silently downwind to set up a coordinated ambush. It is a complex, tactical operation that relies on years of shared experience and non-verbal communication. Near the fire, a toolmaker sits cross-legged, surrounded by carefully selected stones. This is not crude rock bashing. It is precision engineering that takes thousands of hours to master. Using a hammerstone, they strike a flint core at a precise angle, a controlled snap of the wrist that directs force exactly where needed. This act utilizes brain regions associated with complex planning, as each strike is a calculated risk that could shatter the tool. This is the Paleolithic equivalent of industrial efficiency, a technological revolution that exponentially increased the amount of cutting edge available from a single core. Led by experienced women, the gathering party sets out. This group, which includes all ages, will provide the majority of the day's calories. Archaeological evidence increasingly shows that plant foods, not just meat, were the foundation of the Paleolithic diet. The knowledge required is staggering. Each gatherer can recognize dozens of plants, know which parts are edible when, understand how to neutralize toxins, and remember the location of resources across a vast landscape. They move through the environment like ecological scientists, their journey a complex optimization of time, distance, and resources. Back at the camp, children appear to be simply playing, but it is humanity's first educational system. A game with miniature spears develops hand-eye coordination for hunting. Weaving grass stems teaches the patterns for making waterproof baskets. Snapping pebbles with intense concentration mimics the toolmaker's craft. This is learning through intrinsic motivation, where older children gain status by teaching younger ones, reinforcing their own knowledge. With vast amounts of unstructured time, Paleolithic children followed their interests, developing the diverse skills their society needed to thrive. As the sun reaches its zenith, the camp settles into a midday rest. This is not laziness, but an intelligent adaptation to the environment. In the shade, groups lounge, maintain tools, and repair clothing. It is during these quiet hours that social bonds intensify and innovation occurs. A visitor from a neighboring band might arrive, exchanging news and trade goods. Elders, the group's living libraries, share memories of rare events like droughts or unusual animal behaviors, reinforcing the group's institutional memory and helping them prepare for the future. As darkness falls, the band converges around the central fire. This isn't just dinner. It's when the community truly comes alive. After the food is shared, an elderly storyteller clears their throat and a hush falls over the group. The flames cast dancing shadows on the cave walls, creating a natural theater. The stories are history lessons, science classes, and moral instruction all in one, transmitting critical survival information wrapped in compelling narrative. These evening sessions, engaging multiple neural networks, literally shape the human brain for culture and communication.